Each year, the Jefferson County Historical Commission recognizes an individual or organization fostering and supporting historical preservation in Jeffco. This year, the award is being given to the Lakewood Historical Society, which is celebrating over 50 years of preservation support dedicated to Lakewood's heritage. Their belief is that understanding the history of the local community gives citizens a better understanding of our state and nation and promotes a better appreciation of American heritage. The history of the Lakewood Historical Society is closely intertwined with the city of Lakewood, Belmar Park, and the Belmar Museum. The city was incorporated in 1969, leading to the purchase of Belmar Park. In 1974, the Lakewood Centennial Bicentennial Commission was established, and on August 15, 1974, the Lakewood Historical Society was formed with commission members becoming charter members. Let's hear their story from two of their very active members.
Hi, my name is Cinda Griswold, and I'm the president of the Lakewood Historical Society.
And I'm Karen Zoltanko, a very long-time board member of the Lakewood Historical Society. The Lakewood Historical Society came out of what was called the Centennial Bicentennial Commission, and that was created in 1974 to celebrate the centennial of Colorado and the bicentennial of the United States. And so the committee decided that there should be an organization to celebrate the history of the city of Lakewood, which actually only incorporated in 1969. And so out of that, the Lakewood Historical Society was formed. It was incorporated on October 16th, 1974 with the Secretary of State. And so last year was the 50th anniversary of the society.
The Lakewood Historical Society was a leading force in establishing Belmar Historical Village, now called the Heritage Lakewood Belmar Park. The 15-acre site, located on the southeast corner of Belmar Park, was originally established as the Belmar Museum in 1976. The first historic building, a historic carriage house, was relocated to the site in 1980, and the historical park began developing to preserve endangered buildings typical of Lakewood architecture. Let's hear what Karen Zoltanko has to say about these buildings.
So the city of Lakewood bought this area, which used to be part of the Bonfils estate, in 1973, and they named it Belmar Park or Belmar Village at that time. And so the Lakewood Historical Society, when they began, had three projects in mind. One was the creation of a book, and the other two were to renovate properties on the site, renovate or relocate some properties. So the first one that project they undertook was the renovation of what was called the calving barn, and they raised funds to renovate that property. And then the next one was the restoration of the stone house, which is not on Belmar Park, but that is one of our historical properties that we have designated as a historic landmark. And then there were many others. So in 1985, the Army Corps of Engineers was building the Mount Carbon Dam, and many of the houses in the area were going to be flooded by that. So the Peterson house was moved in two pieces to the Belmar Park with the help of the Lakewood Historical Society and, of course, the city of Lakewood. And so the Peterson house is a very interesting house. It was used as a dairy originally, I believe. And they also had a still. And so it's often said that the Peterson house is haunted because Mrs. Peterson is up looking out for the revenuers in the top of the house. And actually, the city held a ghost hunting last year near Halloween to see if the Peterson house was indeed haunted. Some of the other properties recently, the most recent property that we've help is they restored the Peerless gas station on the property, and that was done in 2024. And the Lakewood Historical Society helped to purchase some of the protection around the old gas pumps and to do some of the other restoration for the Peerless gas station.
The Lakewood Historical Society continues to closely coordinate and collaborate with Heritage Lakewood, Belmar Park, and the City of Lakewood. Their ongoing handprint is found with the evolving heritage programs for Lakewood, as Zenda Griswold tells us.
We currently have 23 properties on our historic landmarks in Lakewood, and you'll be able to see those on our website. The very last one that we put on the website was back in 2020, and it was for the Hayden Ranch post that was dated back from 1913. Is when the ranch was actually there in Lakewood. And then the very first property that we added was the Cason Howell House, and that's on Kipling Street, and that was also the very first one to get added to our registry. So we've been able to go through, and those were the last ones that we've been able to do. COVID really made a difference in our community, and we've been very fortunate to be able to keep our Lakewood Historical Society alive, and we're always looking for new members that are interested in joining and that are really enjoying preserving our property. And we have a program that we've created called Guardians of Historic Lakewood, and we'd like to be able to share that. And if you'd like more information, please reach out through our website, and we'd love to get in touch with you.
The Jefferson County Historical Commission is pleased to recognize the Lakewood Historical Society for its work in preserving places and enriching the community of Lakewood. They have an enduring legacy in Jeffco and have clearly demonstrated a strong and lasting organizational presence in the community and a tenacious and sustained spirit for preserving the area's history. The Jefferson County Historical Commission is pleased to recognize the Lakewood Historical Society. The Jefferson County Historical Commission is pleased to recognize the Lakewood Historical Society for its work in preserving places and enriching the community of Lakewood. They have an enduring legacy in Jeffco and have clearly demonstrated a strong and lasting organizational presence in the community and a tenacious and sustained spirit for preserving the area's history.